try their damn best to keep themselves in here and at least get a better seed, if anything.
Yeah, Demons just win this, and then Cosmic Calamities win, then Cosmic will just be the #1 seed, which is kind of crazy considering where they came. I mean, we've been saying it all season. They're kind of they're America's team. It feels like started at the bottom and now they're at the top pretty much. But focusing on this series here, two of the best teams, and this is our grand rematch from last season as well. Over on Ai.Mi's app, we take a look at these comps. We got Barcode on the Asher, Xianzhu, Estelle, Joker on the X on this Spark Rapid Fire Star. We see GAAAMI busting out the Rune goalie. Kainoob, or sorry, not goalie, Rune midfield, my bad. It's Snake playing goalie, actually. So this is kind of interesting. Demons RAAAAHHH switching it up a little bit. They got Snake on the Mako goalie and going to let GAAAMI cook up front.
Wow, that is definitely a little crazy. Kind of taking a page from what Bun Bun Bonanza has been doing a little bit this season, which they've kind of just switched roles a bunch. You can also see a little bit of a mixed starting awakenings here. We actually have Xianzhu and Joker both taking one of Slicks, one of Souls, and 2 Souls on the opposing side there for Demons RAAAAHHH. And just 2 rapid fires here, 3 rapid fires actually, and it's going to be pretty a good match right here, as actually going to be Demons RAAAAHHH losing their first barrier there. They grab one of their own, and man, so interesting to see Snake on the goalie. I'd like to see him move up just a little bit more here to play with the team.
It's a little bit hard on the Mako. When you're kind of slow, you kind of have to rely on the strike shot and the range to, especially when you have an open goal, to be able to do that.
Oh my god!
An instant flip from Barcode, sinks it through the drum and base.
That was disgusting.
From midfield. Yeah, a really nice shot there. And will be Showtime striking first.
That was beautiful. Honestly, in a weird way, I feel like that sort of had no business working there, since like Snake totally had the drum and base up to strike. Oh, wow.
Dang.
Okay, so GAAAMI's going to get a nice combo there with Kainoob and grab a kill, a power play for themselves. Kainoob has this flip as well, gets that barrier. GAAAMI and Snake both have flipped to reinforce this one. Don't even need the second one's just a punch is going to be enough to get it right through, and that was actually just like perfect play. Keeping all of those resources as well is looking really good for Demons RAAAAHH now.
Absolutely surgical. GAAAMI and Kainoob is a really solid combo. Good teamwork. Kainoob knew what the mission was, and the setup was absolutely perfect to pick up those KOs. And now Snake having to burn a flip there to keep the barrier up. He's going to get it back to Kainoob. Gonna be trying to work with the pillar here, but all Showtime going to fall back on the defense. The snare drum's coming out, and the banish as well onto Joker will allow the core to slip past and open up Showtime's side of the goal. Flurry's coming out from Kainoob. The pillar from GAAAMI rotating down the bottom side, gets the shot as Kainoob finds the KO on Barcode. And that's Demons RAAAAHH now bringing it back up on set point.
Absolutely great play there. Oh, the kill was so perfect. Allowed that goal to happen pretty seamlessly. But we're going to start off here with a little bit of control from the Showtime here. They have some sort of semblance of power, but okay, now onto Joker on the bottom side here. Almost a 1v1, but Snake, a nice pass away and keeping it really safe, but we do have an unstable anomaly on the bottom side, but nice. Barrier Beam is going to keep that one alive. Joker can't seem to maintain enough control of this ball right now, even with the X Maximus. It's just not enough, and Demons RAAAAHH feeling quite good here. Again, another banish to set up a kill, and they do. This is exactly what they're looking for here. Every kill for every banish.
Power play. Barcode trying to hang on to this barrier. GAAAMI looking for the top side. Is going to be able to find it. Now Joker is back online. An open field for both sides. Xianzhu with the core. Looking to get it past the center, but GAAAMI able to block that one. The pass splitter coming out. GAAAMI with the core now. In the top corner. Sets up the pillar. Can't find the flip on Kainoob. Has to just use it to survive. Taking quite a lot of damage to Joker with the X Maximus, looking for the KO as Barcode with a nice flip, rotates it around, gets it right to Joker as he picks up the KO, and they'll find the point. Tying it up now, Showtime, bring it to set point.
Yeah, really great redirect by Joker, just like the perfect angle, squeeze it onto the bottom side there, especially using the X Maximus at the right time. Kainoob had nothing left, and they secure a nice kill and a goal there. To start off with Demons RAAAAHH, though, on this side. Snake having their flip, probably gonna, yep, indeed spend it here with a great redirect from Kainoob as well, right behind the barrier. Really just perfect shots, keeps the pressure on, beats the barrier beam with a good strike. And that's gonna be Demons RAAAAHH taking their first set here, grabbing a first awakening, probably for GAAAMI here. Oh, actually gonna be for Kainoob, it was a little close one. Gonna be Juliet, first pick here. 1-2 punch, honestly, a couple of great things here. 1-2 punch, perfect form, could make could make waves here for the side of Demons RAAAAHH.
There's a lot of big pickups. Actually, it's going to be the peak performance, which is definitely one of the stronger awakenings this go around. And with that spark of Rezil, it's going to be quite a lot of speed and quite a lot of stagger scaling up. Showtime doesn't really have a lot of abilities to knock people off the edge. They're mostly relying on stagger damage, so I think it's a good pickup. Perfect form here for the Asher. Fight or Flight falling to GAAAMI is always solid. 1-2 punch for Joker. Twin Drive on the Mako is always a good pickup. And Xianzhu getting stacks all the way at the bottom. I think everyone pretty much got what they wanted out of that draft. It was a really loaded carousel there. I think Xianzhu is the only one who's going to have to be just a little bit careful to not lose the pancakes, but I think everyone else is cooking, and this is just going to continue to be an absolute trench warfare type of match, just an absolute grind fest throughout the following sets.
That it will be, especially with the combos here that we see from Kainoob and GAAAMI getting a lot of kills off of these banishes here. Not too much more for the side of Showtime to get more energy, though, if they could try to avoid some of these banishes, though. Wow, great bell ringer here from Joker. Perfect placement. Gets Snake out of the way. Self-dribbles that one right to the center. Perfect goal there from Joker, and is working on a flip as well. So it's going to be a good advantage here for Showtime to start this next one.
As always, but point to point. Series to series is how they're going to have to play this. A nice double banish from GAAAMI and Kainoob. Another one set up for the dash bump. Going to pick up a KO. They have that combo absolutely locked down. Core flip here from Barcode, but can't get it out of the corner. That's going to be a barrier gone on the power play. Joker still with a flip available. Barcode managing to beat the rune pillar there with the barrier beam. And now core flip here from GAAAMI. Pass down. Barcode with the dash, able to make the save. And now Xianzhu with the core, trying to get it back up. They're trying to bring down this barrier and recover from that damage that they took. Xianzhu almost got the KO onto Kainoob. Not quite enough power here. But now GAAAMI with the core brings it down to the bottom side. Kainoob dribbling, goes for the dash punch, gets it through Xianzhu. Doesn't even need a flip for that one. Demons RAAAAHH, they'll tie it up again.
Really great work there from Kainoob. Nice dribble to possibly wait out a little bit of that cooldown. Make sure they have the dash punch ready to get that one in there. And the extra speed. Honestly, the magnetized souls on the Juliet right now is like something I'm really focusing on. And this double vanish is something that they should be focusing on. But somehow don't lose the barrier there. Keep themselves together. GAAAMI going to try to make it work here with the unstable anomaly on the backside here. And ensnaring jumps as well to help it through. GAAAMI almost gets kind of quangles off the side there, but not indeed. But we're going to have Kainoob get Joker on out of there with a great dash punch, it looked like. And another power play here for Demons RAAAAHH. I mean, this is kind of like what you see happen every time Demons RAAAAHH play. They're really good at placing their damage, at placing their abilities to just get as many power plays as possible, and kind of like no matter what comp they're playing, and they always make it work.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're seeing it now. They have the character synergies as well as the player synergies, just with the Rune Juliet combo they've been doing so consistently here. And on the few power plays, it looks like, where they failed to actually get the barrier, Barcode is absolutely locked in right now. Kainoob able to pick it up there, though. Pass splitter going to come out. Do quite a lot of damage to this Juliet. Oh, Barcode doing a good job keeping it away as we go into overtime. Xianzhu pass down to the Joker, looking for the barrier here. Able to get a pass with the X Maximus Strike reset. Has the bell ringer, strikes it backwards, but Barcode is right there. Pillar pass to Kainoob. Can't quite get the core, though. Now Joker with the flip, looking for the center. GAAAMI saves it, but Xianzhu able to recover on the rebound, looking for the shot to Joker. Gonna get blocked out yet again. Kainoob down to the bottom, but doesn't have the angle on the goal. And now it's Showtime's core. Once again, the Joker to the top side, and finally Kainoob will run out of stagger and fall. The passing plays come out from forwards of Showtime down to Xianzhu. The pillar blocks it, and Barcode's gonna have to give him another chance, but the ensnare drums are in the way. It's just buying a lot of time for Kainoob to come back. A dash punch to try and dribble it. GAAAMI now playing goalie. A Snake pushing up, becoming Mako Brawler in Barcode's face. Barcode's got a core flip to get that out of there. A double pillar from GAAAMI saves it away on the bottom side. Xianzhu back down to the Joker, but a banish going to stop the pass. Xianzhu looking for the shot. Can't find the core flip, though. And now Barcode versus Kainoob in the bottom side. GAAAMI pushing up on the top as well. Looking for the dash punch. Doesn't find it. GAAAMI going to give him another chance, and Kainoob sinks it in. Demons RAAAAHH, a volley of a point, but they bring it to set point yet again.
Damn. That was pretty incredible swapping there from Snake and GAAAMI. Of course, GAAAMI being a goalie main for the most part, but also a pretty great midfielder here. And Snake, of course, being the brawler main. They can do a little bit of that switching there, as we just saw. And it'll probably work out when you need a couple of cooldowns there. But that was some really great gameplay, as they're going to move on to this next point here, though. Barcode and Xianzhu are going to try to block this barrier as much as they can, with GAAAMI just holding the line on the top side here with the anomaly, causing multiple strikes as well. Okay, they actually do end up holding their barrier here. Gumi spends a flip, Kainoob does as well, but the barrier beam's going to keep that one alive. Joker needs some stagger, so does Shianzu. They're all quite weak right now. Snake not in position there, but just gets enough of that speed to make it on over there to save that barrier here. Kainoob against Shianzu here does save it again. Snake, really great job, as Gumi's going to push onto the top side one more time here, though. But Snake might have to move up with that flip, but instead decides to get a kill with that flip. The power play might even be more valuable here.
Yeah, Kainoob pressuring this top side hard. He snare drums into the banish, into the floors. They're looking for a KO. Kainoob picks it up. I think it's actually credited to Gumi there. But either way, Demons RAAAAHH keeping Showtime in a 2v3 as long as possible as they're looking for this barrier. Gumi picks it up with the pillar around the back side. And now Snake sending it right back in. Kainoob with the dribble on the bottom side. Finds the dash punch and able to sink it home through Barcode. Another set here for Demons RAAAAHH. And they are looking really good so far in game one.
It is a really tough situation there for Barcode, but, you know, doing a preemptive evade might be one of the only things you can do against Kainoob dribbling the ball. I mean, he's only able to get possession of that ball when it comes back, and you might have to at least use your evade, give it a shot. It'll only be on cooldown for 4 seconds. I think that's the one thing to take away from that here, though, as we move on to this draft here. Rapid fire prime time here for Gumi. Really powerful on the midfield here. A little bit of size coming out from Barcode, which is pretty great on Asher's barrier beam. Size from Juliet as well. Just more range on that dash punch here. Timeless for X. Unbelievably powerful, but it's not going to be as strong as Among Titans for Shianzu. Actually, Shianzu always be taken Among Titans when I see them play, which is pretty sick. I love when they use it so much. An explosive entrance here for the Mako to increase the amount of speed coming out from that drum and bass. And another banish kill combo here from Kainoob and Gumi. And it's just, you know, you ask yourselves, is it worth it to spend your whole kit to just get one kill? And I'm going to go ahead and say absolutely it is, because you see it basically every single point.
Yeah, I mean, Demon's just been making such solid use of that. I mean, we got to look at the Timeless X, right? Castellas was on the board, but Joker just didn't care. He said, I'm going to take this Timeless. And hey, they scored. They scored. Clearly, it works.
Timeless X.
It's out. Yeah, I mean, the joke is timeless in the most literal sense.
I like it. I'm down with Timeless X. You know, maybe we're just feeling a little bit of confidence right now, even though we are kind of down 2 sets on that side here, as they're going to try to get this ball right through this barrier here, and they do. Try to push it right through Snake as well. Gumi and Snake not. Kind of stacked strikes there for a second, but Joker did a nice delay there on the strike to get onto the top side, and it's going to be a pretty easy point there for Showtime, but they do have a lot more to do as they are down 2 whole sets right here.
Showtime looking good in this with the speed from Titans, definitely helping Shianzu get around the map a bit more and giving, of course, Joker a lot more influence in those corners. So we'll see if they're able to keep up the momentum here and take a set for themselves. We do have flips up on both goalies. The core continues to get rotated around. Joker with some momentum. No, pops the X Maximus, and that'll be the first barrier going down. Looking for a KO on Gumi. The banish comes out, but Snake whiffs the primary, and it floats right in. Showtime stealing the sets in kind of the silliest of ways. But hey, they'll get the draft here. The first spark showing up finally in the draft. It's kind of wild that it's been this long, but we'll have to see here. A couple nice options for everyone to pick.
And indeed, we're going to have a little bit of heavy impact on Estelle, which is really great for damage and cooldown too. Specialized training for Maka, which is like acceptable. I mean, it'll do some damage when you knock them around. Catalyst for X, kind of godlike actually. Glass Cannon Rune, sure, as long as you're not getting hit, pretty great. More size for Asher, just pretty good. And the Spark ends up landing on Kainoob, who did start with the Spark. No denies here from the opposing team. So that's kind of big. Kainoob kind of only has 1,000,000 health to combo over with this peak performance. So they're going to see if that was a mistake or not as we start up this next point here, though. Sorry, yeah. I got pinged. Go ahead.
I mean, look how fast this guy's moving, though. Like, he's faster than Shianzu, who has Titans. It's kind of crazy. Titans and stacks well, stacks aren't stacked up yet, but still, it's kind of wild that you just get that much passive speed. It's 2 sparks, peak, and big fish. It's wild. I mean, this guy only has more scaling potential as the sets continue to go on. So kind of going to become a really big problem here pretty shortly for Showtime. And you see right now on the top side, the flurries. Oh, what a save from Barcode! Gets it out just before the triple banish. And Demons RAAAAHH can't do anything with that, but they still are stuck in their goal box, and Kainu was able to find the point there. Gumi and Kainu doing a solid job just keeping the pressure on Showtime whenever they have it in their goal box. The passing plays, the corner pressures, forcing all of Showtime to go up into that corner to stop, contend with the rune pillars. But then Kainu, of course, is just on the bottom side to catch the clear if it comes down.
Yeah, the pressure here being put on by Kainu and Gumi is pretty incredible here, especially having Snake on the back end with that drum and bass. Anytime that they have to fall back, they have the speed to do it. Snake kind of just sitting on flip all the time as well, not even feeling so much pressure to use it until it's time, which is great. Gonna try to get another combo here. They do end up knocking Xianzhu down to nothing, but not off the map just yet here, though, as the drum and bass is going to come out here. The anomaly shows up, causing multiple strikes again, holding the ball through the flip, but actually finds the perfect timing. Gumi counters Barcode's flip there with one of their own, and now they're simply 1 point away here from taking this first game of the series, which again, pretty damn important here if you're trying to get this first seed away from Cosmic Calamities.
Yeah, absolutely. First seed, always very valuable in these types of situations, but 1 game point now. Demons RAAAAHH, the chance to close it out. Kind of able to block the Joker's flip as we see Yumi pick up another KO onto Xianzhu. The pillars resetting the stacks, and now the power play for Demons RAAAAHH. They're looking to bring down this barrier into the top corner. Gumi and Kainu pushing hard. Barcode holding strong, though, against the pillars, against the dash punches. Asher, very good against both of those things, and Barcode definitely focused. Xianzhu sniping Kainu off the map into the center, and it gives Joker the opportunity to bring down the barrier. Pass down to Xianzhu, tries to go for the corner. Snake barely saving that on the goal line. The flip will get it out. And sending it across back as Kainu respawns. Gumi picks up the barrier. Now it's both sides opened up. Barcode now having to find a way to get it back across the field. Joker looking for the breakaway. Has the X Maximus, but Snake with the drum and bass. Gonna clear it a little bit too far away for him to find it. Now Kainu dribbling. Pass up to Gumi. Goes for the flip. Doesn't find it. I think Barcode able to block the core here. Xianzhu trying to get it back down. Gumi cutting the pass. Gets back around to Snake. Xianzhu pass down to Joker. Blocked by the pillar. Gumi just on point with these. Xianzhu going for it again, but now Kainu's in the way with the flurries holding on to it. A dash punch sends it screaming to the top side. No one can get to it in time, and Demons RAAAAHH taking game 1.
Man, that was so good. That was just like Gumi having the rapid fire prime time went kind of insane there, giving Snake all the assistance that they needed. Anytime the goal could have even been threatened a little bit here. And in addition to being able to put on so much pressure in the midfield here with just constant pillars, constant anomalies to just back up Kainu. And wow, that was incredible from Demons RAAAAHH there. They just stuck to their plan, got those kills off the banishes, and man, it's just like executed perfectly. Showtime probably could have gotten a couple more evades on the banish there. I wasn't focusing too hard on if they had the energy to do so, but either way, I mean, that was really solid gameplay there. A total of 9 kills here for the side of Demons RAAAAHH, only 3 on the opposing side for Showtime. They're not a crazy amount of damage being exchanged, but a lot of just good plays here. Like, this wasn't like a super long game, 17 minutes. Everything was just executed, just executed perfect. That's all I want to say, is it's just like Demons RAAAAHH had their plan, stuck to it, and just played it perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they picked this map for a reason. It was really cool to see Snake on the goalie and some of the rotations that ended up happening. We got to see the Mako Brawler come out for a point there when they did the rotation, and that was kind of wild. But going over to game 2 is Showtime's map pick. They went for Taiko Temple. So it's gonna be interesting to see. We saw them kind of own this map, I think, throughout the season and last season as well. They're really good on it. So it's going to be interesting to see what Demons RAAAAHH are going to pull out. If they're going to continue to have Snake on the goalie, if that's just the flavor of the series, the flavor of the day that they wanted to do, if that was a one-time thing for that map. But yeah, it's going to be... I still think Showtime are absolutely in this despite sort of a hard loss in game 1. But it's definitely going to be a hard fight with how Demons are playing today.
Yeah, absolutely. Demons RAAAAHH looking quite good. They're just in form right now. as I'd like to say, considering some of the other teams might be returning to form. But we'll see a little bit of that later. Yeah, happy to see the Taiko Temple coming out here, though. Honestly, their 3 choices of maps are some of my favorite maps in the game. I actually really like Ai.Mi's app in general, and Taiko Temple adds like a really interesting aspect of like crazy core speed and like a lot of angular precision required to hit some of these drums at the right angle. And honestly, like it's pretty cool for goalie, but it's also really rough for the goalies. As players just have red core just out of nowhere, and it's a little crazy. But we'll see what happens here as we start off with this explosive entrance and thing that I forgot the name of here. Fight or flight. Yes, there it goes. Fight or flight, which is again kind of a nightmare if you're the goalie here to have everyone else just running 900% speed and you are not getting so much off of fight or flight. But this is like kind of. I still feel like this is the Zentaro meta. Now, I know that's a little. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be just so wrong. I could be just unbelievably wrong. But I feel like this is the Zentaro meta. It's been the Zentaro meta for like the last like 3 patches, and some of these awakenings here might suggest that he could be showing up.
He could. I think with fight or flight on the board, honestly, I think it's going to be 6 fight or flights unless you have like a blink goalie who specifically wants the dash range. But I think not taking fight or flight when everyone else is I don't know. It's just gonna feel really, really bad here. I think even if you pick up Zentaro, I think you still go fight or flight and then get Super Surge later on. But we see the bans coming out now. Atlas, Juno, banned out by Demons RAAAAHH and Showtime respectively here. RAAAAHH do not want that revive. They do not want to. They do not want anyone living this match. And Showtime, of course, banning out the Juno goalie. But we'll see if Snake is still currently in the goal box, so we'll see how that ends up going here. Showtime first pick is going to be the Mako. More than likely, that'll be Barcode on the goalie. Meanwhile, Asher, X showing up for Demons RAAAAHH. I feel like those picks could kind of go anywhere except the X. The X is forward. If that's X goalie, that would be insane. But this could very well be Asher midfield or Asher goalie. I wouldn't be surprised. There's a Zentaro, like you pointed out, along with the Now. That's the forward duo. For Showtime, I think pretty classic there. Mako, Zen, Now, stock standard Taiko comp, and the rune coming out for Gumi. So I think it will be Asher goalie.
Oh yeah, there's the Zentaro. Let's see how it works here. Possibly the best character in the game. Who knows? Maybe. Who knows? You know, I don't know. But glad to see that. But bro, Rune. Honestly, Rune is kind of like I feel like maybe he's been good for the last few patches, but it also kind of feels like kind of out of nowhere. I know Shiansu has been like trying to play a lot of Rune, and Gumi used to play a whole lot of Rune, but like now he's back, and everyone's just like, wait, Rune is insane, and that's kind of something to pick out of here. As we just see the runes left and right. And I know Vaughn was like on stream the other day, and he was mentioning like, oh, Rune's a crazy guy, and I was just like, oh, you know what, maybe that's true. And so we see it again, and I'll go ahead and say that yeah, maybe Rune is the man right now. Any kinds of changes from we do see the same bands as last game, right? These were both the same bands, even on Ai.Mi's app. We didn't see any Rasmus here. Is that like what's up with that?
Rasmus is overrated. You know what I mean?
On Ai.Mi's app? With a hook into the
Demons
death?
don't need him. They had Rune. They had Rune.
I
They
do
had
see that
Rune
they have Rune.
and Juliet, and they did not need Rasmus. And X is just really good this patch in general, so it's been kind of contested. I mean, I can't answer, like, I don't know why they didn't care for Rasmus the last match. I mean, clearly they didn't need it, and I don't think if Showtime had it, it would have mattered. Um, but going into this one, I mean, this is going to be another slugfest here. I'm expecting to see 6 fighter flights. I don't really see any reason for anyone to go. And maybe Mako. Maybe Mako for the speed boost.
I think definitely Mako.
Yeah, that could be the other one. I think Zentaro picking up explosive entrance is, as crazy as it sounds, is the incorrect pick here.
I don't know. It might be incorrect. It's Taiko being a smaller map in general. Maybe there's like a reason that like explosive entrance, like, oh, you just kind of cover the whole map, easily cover both sides if you have like even your passive there. So it's possible that explosive entrance could work out here. But no, you were right on that one. We're gonna see everyone take fight or flight except for the Mako there. We do have all magnetized souls as well. Double strike shot too. Magnetized souls has really been just like the MVP of this, like almost this whole NASL season. Honestly, I feel like. They got buffed a little bit, and now everyone's like, bro, this is actually super good, and here we are. Starting off the game once again here, bottom side here. Gumi and Kainu going to try to push this one in here as we have Kainu. But, man, so Kainu usually be playing, like, straight midfield most of the time. Gumi be playing goalie, and now we have Brawler face tanking Kainu, Gumi on the midfield, Snake again as the goalie, and it's just such an interesting swap here, though, but it'll probably work out again if they just keep playing as they did last game.
Back to the magnetized souls. I mean, they're really good, and especially on this map, they're really good. So I'm not surprised at all, especially when you already have fight or flight that is basically better slicks. But this is kind of a high speed match, but also kind of a high damage match, as we're seeing the brawlers taking quite a bit into their health bars here. Xianzhu able to open up Demon's side of the field now. We have a flip available for Joker, looking down to the bottom side. Not going to burn it just yet, though. Too many members of Demons coming back. I think they learned their lesson with those pillars last time, but staggering Kainoob there. The Bellringer, however, will find vengeance. Joker goes down. Banish coming out onto Xianzhu, and the double pillar doesn't quite have the power to find the KO, but it's still a power play for Demons. Pass down to Kainoob. 2 flips burned on Showtime's side to clear it out of there. Now Xianzhu looking to reconvert, but can't find too much. Kainoob staggered once again, avoids the Oni's blade. Now Joker trying to catch up with the core, but a nice clear from Snake. Just barely avoids a slice and dice. Gets back to Kainoob, and that's both sides opened up now. Joker with the core shot to the top. It's just good enough to sink it in. And Showtime will start off first.
That was so sick. And one thing I do want to bring up again about Magnetized Souls is that we saw that Gumi was like top lane there with Xianzhu and was able to cover both sides because of the speed granted from Magnetized Souls there. It's just like when used correctly, you can block both sides here and just become this like this midfielder that just doesn't let anything pass, which is really freaking awesome there. But one barrier goes down here for Demons RAAAAHHH. Double flip here from Gumi and Snake, though. Kainoob looking at just about nothing. Saves the barrier there nicely with that flip. Gumi going to try to keep it forward here, though, but gets kind of beaten there by Xianzhu, who might just have a little bit more cooldowns there. Nice barrier beam to knock the ball right into the goalie there, though. They have a little bit of control, but Kainoob can't really stay there as it gets kind of slain there from the Joker. Now it's going to be a power play here for Showtime. Going to hold the ball as long as possible there. Joker's ult does not seem to get it done just yet there with a great defense. Oh, the pillar didn't seem to do them any favors as well as this power play finally does end, but they are open goal now. Oh, and reverse that.
Kainoob with a double ding. Now both sides opened up here as ooh, bit of a missed drum at base for Barcode. A little bit late, or a little bit early on that one. I don't know if it ran out. It was a bit of mistime there, but Demons RAAAAHHH able to tie it up now. But it is energy advantage here for Showtime. They look to make something happen. They could be looking to spend some of those resources and bring it to set points. See Joker and Xianzhu with the flips ready. Barcode will be there shortly as well. They're hunting for these barriers. Don't want to spend them too early, though. Joker going to go for it. Looks for the double, but actually only gets one. Bit of an awkward bounce there. Still pressuring this top corner, though. All 3 members of Demons trying to hold it down the core, barely floating past that one barrier. Kainoob is really staggered here, but throwing hands with Joker. Core flip from Xianzhu, but gets a bad angle and just hits the center. Demons RAAAAHH still holding it down on their one barrier, but they can't find a way to clear it out, it looks like. Showtime doing a good job holding onto the core here. Now Joker is staggered. This might give them some breathing room. Looked up for the KO onto Kainoob, but he gets bounced around the world. Gonna go for it again! Just gets bounced right back off the center. But Joker is healed back up now. So Demons RAAAAHHH did have a little opportunity there. They got one barrier. They're gonna lose one on the return, though. And that's their side opened up.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a wild ride there from Kainoob there. Oh, it's going to be nice Joker. Get that slice and dice on to Snake. Get that kill. Get that point. Get some experience as well. You get the experience for kills too. And resets any of that energy that they had there. So really great ending there for Showtime as well. As they're going to actually take the advantage now here. It honestly feels like Demon RAAAAHH is playing fine for the most part. But in a desperate attempt to not make too much of a pun here, they're actually, it feels like they're missing the X factor of like having Juliet be able to push the ball like super hard in one play. And Kainoob is just getting their ass beat right now, as they do take a power play here, though, with the help of Gumi as well. See if they can keep a little bit of pressure, try to grab one of these points during this power play, but Xianzhu going to try to hold it as long as they can, but actually stalls definitely long enough to make sure this power play ends. But again, yeah, the X is good and it's fine, but it just feels like they were benefiting a lot more off of like really strong single situation plays in addition to Rune keeping the ball in.
Yeah, I mean, the Mako as well is just a really good counter against X, and you have now as well helping out on that front. But they're going to bring down Joker again here, so it is still a power play for Demons RAAAAHH. As Gumi, nice pillar combo forces, flip out a barcode. Gumi now with the core yet again as Joker respawns. Doesn't get a good angle on that one. Snake clearing down to the bottom side. Xianzhu looking for a pass to Joker in the bottom corner, but Demons working the core well. Getting it back to Kainoob here. Mako will send him flying just a little bit here. Nice strike war from Kainoob. Doesn't get very far on it. Now back in the top corner. Gets sent back around the world. The rotations coming back around. Finally, Kainoob has a flip available, so they might actually be able to hold on to it for a bit longer here. But the passing play is coming out from Showtime, making things hard. Gumi able to get it through, and a nice bull rush X Maximus from Kainoob. Finally able to capitalize it. That's the poor man's dash punch right there, and Demons RAAAAHH able to tie it up.
Yeah, that worked out perfectly there, specifically because of X's size on that X Maximus, having the huge strike to cover so much of that space through barcode there, and they do end up sinking that one. But a couple more points here to go, as the first set has not even commenced just yet here, though. Snake keeping this one alive, these barriers as well. Gumi helping out with some of these pillars, too. Kainoob does have flip, but probably going to end up spending it a little early, as they are mostly the target for the damage this whole game here. Gets a big banish, going to try to get a combo here, and they do, again, successfully land a combo, even if it's just with the flip from their teammate there, and it's going to be just worth it, as Xianzhu is going to once again try to stall long enough to keep the power play going there. Even going to go for the barrier there. Didn't really need to, mostly just had to stall, but successfully stalling as well, grabbing the orb too. Xianzhu doing such a great job here, though, avoiding damage too. And Snake, Kainoob, Gumi all keeping this barrier alive once again. Barcode as well. Both of their barriers still standing. I mean, this is just a tough match here, as overtime is going to roll over once again. Double banish with the double pillar. Sorry, just one banish with the double pillar. No kill there, but a lot more to go here as overtime rolls over.
Pillar there from Gumi as well to shut down Joker. This has just been a very back and forth type of match. It's definitely hard to get momentum going against Xianzhu and Barcode on these picks here. A nice flip, but an even better block there from Snake to keep the barrier alive. Still 2 barriers up for Showtime. It's impressive that they managed to keep them this long, but I mean, that's just... Mako on this map is just so difficult to score on, especially with Rune and X. And now Showtime looking to open this barrier, but they're having a similar problem trying to get it past this Rune and this Asher. It just keeps getting sent back around. This might be one of the longer matches of the day. Feeling like Oni Village up in here with how fast these things are going. Joker not able to line up the dash here. Xianzhu looking to force it through. Finally, they're going to get a good angle. Joker's in a good position. A quick flip from Xianzhu sinks it in. Once those barriers are down, the opportunity struck, and Showtime capitalized. They'll take set 1.
That was good work there. Honestly, we were mentioning some of the characters that are good on this map. You were saying Mako a second ago, but honestly, too, now it's really great on this map being able to block the side lanes with just a secondary there, and sometimes just the primary as well. It's just such a good character there for holding that space. So we're going to get stacks on stacks, going to make those blocking that midfield even easier. Big Fish helping with a little bit of the strike wars and a tiny bit of health. Perfect form for Zentaro. You know, little red flag goes off here for the enemy team, as that's going to be quite strong. X Maximus gets even stronger as well here. Heavy impact for Asher is acceptable. Usually you're hitting 2 people with that. It's like totally fine here. And then Siege Machine, a little bit of range and duration for that ult and the primary as well, which is fine. It's not crazy for Mako, but acceptable as well to at least get a little bit of benefit from that. As we're going to start off this next set here, though, with Showtime in the lead, and they're certainly going to have to get another one of these sets if they're going to try to bring this one to a game 3. Again, you know, huge stakes, of course. We're trying to keep ourselves in the best seat as possible going into these playoffs. And
Gumi in the Twitch chat saying he meant to click on perfect form and his mouse slipped. So instead we're getting Size Rune and Perfect Form Fighter Flight Zentaro, just for the added challenge, really, for Demons RAAAAHH. So it's definitely a solid build. I mean, Xianzhu is kind of the stacks meister, the pancake meister, really. I feel like this guy always gets stacks on stacks every time it shows up, and I mean, that's just going to be really helpful here. Especially, we haven't seen Xianzhu get KO'd that much on the now. It's really been Joker taking a majority of the damage, just like we're seeing right there. Kind of going to do a job holding on to the core, though. Force Xianzhu to burn the flip just to get it out, and now there's not a lot Showtime can do with so much damage on their Brawler. Demons RAAAAHH should be able to recover just a bit here and get it back up the field, and that's exactly what they're going to be able to do. X-Maximus getting popped here, trying to block the flip, but Barcode, nice timing on that. We'll be able to clear it back out, and Xianzhu with the drone is able to open up the goal. Now Demons RAAAAHH looking to fire back. They do on their first go-around. That's both sides open, and a shot from Kainu perfectly placed to that top corner, just out of reach of Barcode, and Demons RAAAAHH actually able to secure that first point.
Really great work there from Kainu, finding just that little space there to get that goal. No one was able to get there in time. Oh, cool little strike board there from Gumi and Xianzhu. Xianzhu ends up getting the most of it there, but doesn't end up getting a barrier just yet, though. Okay, nice. Barcode and Joker keeping those barriers alive once again. Pushing onto the top side here, though. Lots of flips showing up for Demons RAAAAHH as they get a little bit of control here. They're going to get that ball right away from that X as fast as they can, though. Gumi going to try to keep it in as well, but not going to work out just yet. The X-Maximus comes in to make sure that that barrier certainly goes down here, though. And Xianzhu's now under a little bit of pressure here as we have Kainu just dealing a lot of damage and pushing on in there. Now it's Gumi's turn to spend their cooldowns to get that one on the top side. The flip going to be good to stop any of that pressure there, though, except for this power play, because we're going to have Xianzhu, the one to fall off the map, of course, now being one of the smallest health pools in the entire game, really. And we'll mostly see they will be the target of damage.
KO's getting traded here to see Kainu going down. The first power play for Showtime in quite a bit, and they will get one barrier off of it. They're looking for the second one. A nice shot from Joker with the dash brings it down. And now Showtime with an opportunity to score if they can get out of here. Gumi off respawn, though, finds the flip, gets up there, and opens up Showtime's goal in return. Setting up the pillar here, but doesn't have another one. Xianzhu able to get it around off a nice bounce, and no one from Demons RAAAAHH was there to cover that. Showtime able to tie it up yet again as we just continue to go back and forth.
Yeah, really interesting game here. Just a lot of octane, a lot of damage coming out here, though. The kills are showing up here and there, but it's mostly, it feels like a lot of the time people are just getting kind of staggered, and the opposing team is like, okay, cool, they're staggered, let's just try to make the play now. And because it's a little hard to confirm the kills all the time, but 2 barriers going down for Demons RAAAAHH here. Showtime looking really good as Demons RAAAAHH is going to try to get it out of here. Really great angle from Gumi to get that perfect perpendicular one off of that. Get it on down to Barcode here. Banish comes out, only hits the pillar, though, so not much more is going to come from that here, though. Joker and Xianzhu are going to have a little bit of synergy on the front side. Almost gets Gumi on out of there. Again, down to Joker one more time, spends the slice and dice and the dash. It's not going to be good enough just yet, though, as they finally relieve a little bit of pressure here, though. Now it's their turn to see if they can grab some of these barriers through 2 flips on the opposing team, though. Showtime is in a good position even now, except for that part, except for losing 2 barriers.
Joker with the flip goes to the bottom. A nice strike shot from Snake, but can't get it out of there. The pressure's too much. Went for the sword angle and couldn't quite find it. I don't even know if it was intentional. The Joker able to send that one home. Showtime now on set point again. If they're able to take this one, it could be a bit of a reversal from game 1. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if you bring it to a game 3.
Absolutely. I mean, this was Showtime's pick as well, so they looks like they were a little bit more... You'd hope they'd be a little bit more prepared here, though, and it kind of showing up as they are. Currently in the lead here by a set, and mostly about to be in the lead in 2 sets here. They just have one more barrier to take down here, though. Gumi getting that unstable anomaly on the top side there to make sure that that one stays up. A lot of pressure on the bottom side here, though, from Gumi to Kainu. Now spends the X-Maximus, gets that barrier here. 1 more to go. Gumi just has that unstable anomaly to strike for him in a lot of different situations. Immediately goes for that flip off of that banish, which was kind of a surprise little shock factor there. You didn't really expect him to blow the flip after the banish, which was pretty interesting, though. I like the decision to mix that one up. The timing was going to be a little tough for the opposing goalie as well, so now they take their second point in this set, though, and they're going to try to make it so Showtime certainly doesn't get to a game 3.
Yeah, anyone's point here for the set. See a couple flips available for each side. But no major developments off kickoff. Joker able to bring down the barrier there, and Xianzu doing a good job in the corner, be able to bring it down with that secondary drone. Now it's an open goal on Demon's side of the field. Joker up in position. Showtime trying to find a way, get it over to him. In this corner here, Xianzu will pass up. Didn't go for the shot to the bottom. Went for the pass, and ended up getting broken up. And now Joker is staggered. Xianzu, though, has the flip available, pushing up in the center of the goal box. Goes for the flip, sinks it right in, right past Gumi. And Showtime will be able to close it out. They're up 2-0 now. And the MVP will be Xianzu. I mean, this could be big for them.
This certainly will be big for them. And we saw those stacks on stacks were certainly stacked the heck up, as Xianzu was basically as fast as anybody in that game. They'd be able to catch the ball whenever they needed to with that drum and bass, and now they're going to make it so they have a couple more primaries to work with. Among Titans showing up for Gumi to increase Kainub's size and try to help with a little bit of midfield speed here, though. Stagger Swagger for Joker trying to keep themselves alive. A little bit of base speed as well, which is nice. Size for X, that's my least favorite thing to ever see on the opposing team, to be honest. Just good in general, especially with Demolitionist too, getting some cooldown. Twin Drive here for Mako. Honestly, it is pretty much her best move, so it's acceptable here to take Twin Drive 2. And 1-2 punch for Snake is fine. Obviously, a little bit more interesting in overtime, as the ball will be red on your strike. So as long as they can get to overtime, I think they'll get a little bit more benefit there from 1-2 punch. Honestly, Snake's build in general is certainly lacking in some of the goalie defenses that you'd like to be seeing here. Not much speed in general, and I think this build could be better.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of speed on Showtime side of the field. And we just came out of, like, the speed meta before the previous patch. So it's be a little bit harder to come by. It can, you know, kind of be seen as all the more valuable that Showtime are able to get all of this. And that Stagger Swagger on Joker is, I think, absolutely massive with how much damage this guy has been kind of forced to take here. Showtime with the core in the bottom side. They've been doing a good job holding it in this corner, but struggling actually getting it past Snake. See if they're able to make something happen here in overtime, though. Core flip from Kainub. Barcode going to trade core flips for that one, but doesn't get it very far, as Demons are able to recover it in the midfield. Gumi setting up a pillar and pushing this top side for this final barrier. Showtime holding on. They'll rotate it right back around. Here from Xianzu pits the KO against Kainub. And now it's a power play for Showtime. A pass up to Joker, and they're trying to make something happen. Gumi whiffs the flip here. And snare drum's coming out. The pressure is on. Core flip from Snake. Buys some time. And Kainub comes right back online. These final barriers proving so difficult to get for both teams this entire match. And now it's no exception. Banish comes on to Joker. The passive comes out looking for the barrier. Doesn't find it, but they'll get a KO on to Kainub again. And another power play for Showtime. Joker looking for the center, but Snake with the block. Now Xianzu with a pass off the bumper into the top corner. Gets trapped in the pillar, but somehow Demons RAAAAHH still managed to hold and clear it out of there. And Kainub's right back online. And that time it misses. And the barrier is gone. Joker with the slice and dice will find the point eventually. Showtime striking first yet again.
Really crazy point there. Almost holding for an eternity there. But Snake does eventually, perhaps just runs out of cooldowns there, and it's going to be Showtime taking that point as well. Now they are certainly ahead by a lot here, though. Demons RAAAAHH doesn't really have a point on the board just yet for this set. A lot more to go here, though, as Joker to spend that flip, but the anomaly is going to block any semblance of a double there. Really great recognition there from Kainub. Almost gets a kill onto Xianzu there. Kainub once again trying to make that X dash punch work, but it's a little bit more intricate there than Juliet's dash punch. It takes a little bit longer to start up. Gumi and Kainub just keeping the pressure on, but Joker and Xianzu get the drum and bass with the secondary to keep that speed going and actually end up finding a kill onto Kainub, who has a bunch of extra size there. It's not going to be too hard to find kills on a character that big, so this power play is going to have to result in something pretty great here, though, as we do actually have one barrier going down, an anomaly just enough to keep the second one alive here, though. A flip comes out from Joker, gets it through Gumi's flip, which just might have been like a pixel off, a second off of that correct timing there, though. Now it's Demons RAAAAHH with an open barrier again. Showtime making this whole play once again work for them. This whole map Really, great map choice, honestly, for Showtime. They were ready for this.
Yeah, absolutely. This is their map, and they're proving it right here on game points. A bit of a misplay there. They will lose one barrier off the kickoff, and Demon's opportunity is never a good sign. As Kainu almost brings down the second with the X-Max miss. Fourth got to come out from Barcode there. There's the snare drums as well, but Xianzhu going down, and that's big. They're going to lose all of their pancakes. And now it's a power play for Demons. Not able to do too much, though, with Kainu staggered here. A lot of time running off the clock as Xianzhu will come back online now. A nice defensive play there from Barcode. I mean, that I just absolutely cursed that one. Whiffs the strike and loses the barrier. And now Demons RAAAAHH up 2 barriers to none. Joker looking to try and even that up. The banish coming out is going to stall out everything. Now Gumi with the core on the top side. Xianzhu rushing to try and stop that. They're keeping it on Demon's side of the field pretty consistently here. Demon's trying to get it off. A nice pillar will buy a little bit of breathing room, but they're not quite able to convert. Kainu, though, with the KO. Dashes in. It takes Joker off the field. And now here we go. Demons trying to make this happen, but Snake sent it right to the now primary. Lost both barriers off of that. An insane bounce off the center. Kainu, though, with the bull rush and the flip, doesn't find it. Another now primary, gonna shut that down. Joker's back online here as both sides are opened up. A crazy sequence of events throughout this point. Gumi with the pillar, trying to get it to Kainu. You're looking for the dribble and the bull rush, but Joker steals that one away.
This would be pretty incredible here if Showtime can actually manage to take this there, as they had both misplays here, losing their barrier from Barcode, but we do actually have them keeping it alive here, Snake, with that flip. Xianzhu not going to spend their flip just yet, though, as they want to get this offensive flip going here, though. Don't need to spend theirs for that situation there, but nice reaction to that unstable anomaly, though. We have a banish to try to get them to maintain a little bit of control here, though. Barcode still has their own flip. Going to spend it now? Absolutely, as that was going to be curtains for sure, and they want to keep this point going as long as they can, but Kainu's size with that X Maximus is going to cover just enough space. Barcode and Xianzhu together cannot get that one out, and Demons RAAAAHH, as I said, Showtime, great map pick. It certainly isn't over just yet, so we actually could have crazy reverse 3-0s here. We'll see what happens this next point.
It's not over till it's over. I mean, that was a crazy sequence of events in that last point. It absolutely happened again here, but Showtime starting off with the momentum in that first barrier. And nice clear from Barcode to Xianzhu. Keep both barriers alive. They look to pressure Demons RAAAAHH yet again. Damage comes out onto Xianzhu, though, and Barcode racing back, trying to get the core. Doesn't have a strike shot, and that's a barrier gone. Unfortunate way to lose it. And now Joker staggered yet again. The stagger swagger, though, coming in big. Comes back up with the flip. All 3 members of Demons there to block that one. The snare drums coming out offensively, but still can't quite get the angle on the Oni's blade. Xianzhu passing it back up. They're looking for this top corner now, but Joker can't quite get a hold of it. Kainu is staggered, though. They could be looking for the KO. Able to pick up one orb here. Snake absolutely holding it down with the assistance of Gumi. And now Demons RAAAAHH looking to convert back. The banish comes out onto Xianzhu, and they're stuck in the top corner here. Pushing it through the drum and bass, holding on for dear life. The pillar is just too much. Showtime's barriers all gone. They're still looking for this final one off Demon's side, but Kainu with the core of triple rushing up, gets shot in the face by the Mako, though. The pillar getting set up. A nice sword angle from Marco, but it doesn't matter. Gumi able to make it happen. I think the Oni's blade sent it backwards a little bit. Showtime, I think, had a bit of a miscommunication there, either by Joker or by Barcode.
Yeah,
it's hard to tell what hit that.
Yeah, Joker used the Oni's blade to get the kill onto Kainu, and the ball kind of went in the Oni's blade and stopped, and that was kind of a shock factor there, as Barcode was certainly not ready for the ball to literally stop and then go backwards there, which do be happening sometimes, but we already have a kill. Oh, we have actually disconnect onto Kainu, but no longer on the screen, no longer can be wow, what an insane time to disconnect. So we're going to keep this point going here, because those are the rules, as Showtime certainly has. Oh, okay, we're back. We're so back. Unless my brain just exploded, but we're so back right now. Okay, we're so gone. We're so gone. Kainu is absolutely out of the game once again here, as we're going to get to do this point once more. Snake trying to defend for their life in this power play. Double pillar here that can hold the ball actually long enough to actually make a power play of their own. And Demons RAAAAHH have lost the game. Strike shot missed a little bit there, and we're going to go on to a beautiful, just an absolutely gorgeous, just a perfect game 3 is where we're going.
Yeah, that last set was a little bit scary for Showtime. They sort of were beating themselves just a little bit there, but they managed to recover and pull it out. So Game 3 is on the horizon at Lab, the classic Game 3 map. I mean, what a matchup there. 102 shots for both Gumi and Xianzhu. 366 redirects
Yeah.
on the now. I mean, this is kind of normal at this point, but I mean, kind of a slugfest of a game there. 25 minutes on Taiko Temple and 102 saves on Barcode. Xianzhu and all of Showtime really own that map. They own Taiko Temple. That is Showtime Temple. And I think they just continue to prove that here in this game. So Game 3, I think, is the only place that this series could have ended up realistically with how these teams go at it. Showtime brought Demons to Game 3 in the finale last season in Grand Finals. And Demons were able to finish it out, I think, on those Gates of Obscura then. We'll see if Showtime can get a little bit of revenge here and claim the #1 seed moving on to playoffs. It's going to be a movie for sure.
Yeah, this will continue being just this ridiculous slugfest right now. We did see actually a lot of misplays there at the last couple of sets there from Barcode, possibly missing a couple of things there, causing their barrier to go down a little bit there. But Snake letting them know that, you know, we're all human. We all sometimes miss our strike shot, so everyone messes up. We sort of disconnect. Whatever. We go to our Game 3. Hopefully our internets will remain stable, as Atlas Lab will certainly be our next game here. Man, I really do like, though, most of them, a lot of really great defense here coming out from Barcode, though. The synergy here from Xianzhu and Joker on the front side has just been really great, especially on that map there. They were certainly ready to make that one work. A lot of situations where I did say in my head, oh, wow, Estelle. If Xianzhu was playing Estelle right there, that would have been crazy. But, you know, there's a lot of situations where the Now was the only one who was going to be holding a lot of those midfield situations over Estelle, of course. So, not that he should have played Estelle. I'm just saying. Guys, I'm not saying anything. Great pick, Xianzhu, my champion. Honestly, getting there. We're gonna start here on Atlas Lab in just a minute. Hopefully, Kainu's internet will remain stable, as this is going to be another slobber knocker here. We're going to be seeing Atlas Black Hole blowing up, and people are going to try to get more kills off that. We might see the Rune a third game in a row. I wonder if they're going to consider banning it, though, as we do see the first two games there, Juno and Atlas were both banned there. So they do not want to be dealing with either of those characters. But yeah, I mean, only time will tell in just a moment.
Yeah. Waiting for this draft to pull back up, though. I mean, Snake is just playing goalie now, I guess, for today. So I don't expect them to change that, but they could potentially change that. That's always an option that Demons have, but I don't think that they need to. Snake's been pretty consistent here, and Kainu Brawler has sort of been cinema. But we'll see if the bands stay the same. I mean, it's been Atlas Juno kind of all day, but Gumi's been rocking that rune and been really effective on it. So I'm curious if Showtime, if they decide that they need to change it up, that will allow the Juno to get through, though. And that honestly just might be scarier, depending on the way things go. We do have our draft, though. It's Among Titans, Timeless Creator. Interesting start there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure what to expect, other than we'll just see the Atlas ban again.
It would be understandable if Atlas was banned. I could see possibly the X, if people are really saying X is crazy this patch there, if they would like to give X 30% size on game start, well, they certainly have access to that as well.
Timeless X.
We could have Timeless X. That's true.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
not
yeah,
Cast to
you
Last
have
Gaming.
to take Timeless X if you want to get the Titans like uber bonus size, right?
That's facts. That's fact. You want 30% size, you're taking Timeless X. I mean, it could happen. Absolutely. I don't know. Xianzhu is certainly happy to see the Among Titans show up there, though, as they are quite adept at taking all of the speed awakenings there. They're going to probably try to get stacks and stacks once again, even in this game. And they make pretty great use of it, though, as these bans are going to show up in just a second here. Here they come, for sure,
For
on the
sure.
way.
It seems pretty likely, though, that everyone just takes Among Titans and just gets the speed boost, right? Oh, here's the ban. Juno, again, no surprises. I expect to see Atlas. If it's not Atlas, I'll be kind of surprised. I mean, maybe they ban Mako, but they've been banning out Barcode's Atlas, like, literally all day, and it's a timeless start, so I think it'd be
Yeah,
crazy if that changed now. I don't know what else it would really be, especially on this start.
yeah, Atlas pretty
Oh, it
good
is
with
the Mako.
Timeless. Oh, they did hit it. Okay.
Interesting.
That's also understandable, I suppose. She's just kind of good. She's kind of good on every map in a lot of different situations. She's got really good versatility. Dealing with drum and bass as the opposing team is pretty rough. And boom, there it is. Atlas being picked just about immediately there for the side of Showtime. Barcode finally gets to play their Atlas, and we'll see if it was just this like ban every single game thing, right? Because I think they were doing completely fine with Mako and characters they played first game, which I'm remembering at some point.
Yeah. Um,
Yep, I'm remembering.
Atlas is kind of the barcode character. That's like the barcode like main character. It's what he kind of made his name on. So I'm not surprised that they're going with that. We do see the X coming out here. So honestly, I if
It's happening.
considering it's demons picking it, like I'm not surprised that this could just be timeless X and just go for the Uber size. I could see it going either way, but honestly, this could just be timeless X. There's the Gumi on the rune again. Xianzu going for the now. They got the double healing coming out. We're looking for Joker's pick here. I wouldn't be surprised if we just see the Asher. And there it is. Asher. So now we need
He's
a goalie pick
right.
for Snake. A lot of goalie picks are gone though. Actually, it's Dubu's the only melee goalie really left. At least Showtime did
Tubu.
this. They got Asher and Atlas, and Mako's gone. So a little bit of I think a little bit of a situation for Snake. What do we think we're looking at here? Oh, it's Kai. Just not going to play a melee goalie.
Hi.
Just going to go full on speed. Makes sense.
Wow. Okay, this should be interesting for Snake. Now, I have no doubts that they have hit the Kai goalie at least a couple times, but this feels it just feels like it could be a little bit out of the wheelhouse here, as we do have Kai kind of like a mix, right, a hybrid of ranged and melee goalie in that way. I'm really interested in what starting gear they're gonna pick there, because Kai can kind of pick any gear and like be pretty cool with it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I mean, eject button is the first thing that kind of pops into mind, but strike shot's also good here as well. The thing I think I'm looking at is if they're gonna take Snake off goalie and put him on the X, but it doesn't seem like they're actually doing that so far. If they're committing to this, it would be kind of insane. And I want to point out as well, this is 2 games ago. This series, game one, was Snake's first game, first NASL game, like official NASL game, playing goalie. So this is like some new territory for Demons, at least officially, and they aren't changing anything. So I think this is going to be Snake Kai.
I
This is going
guess
to be
so.
something really interesting. I think it's going to be strike shot because that's what we've been seeing him run all day.
Okay, that's fair. Strike shot Kai is completely acceptable in every situation, I would say. I want to see how they end up dealing with this Atlas. I mean, we are here in our game 3. Again, pretty big stakes here, though, and they do end up giving Barcode their possibly greatest skill character here with the Atlas, and they decided to drop the Mako into the ban section here. They do allow Gumi to get that rune again, though. It's a little like a 1% sadness here for the rune that they can't seem to find timeless later, unless we do somehow see 6 among Titans there. Then we would be able to see, or have a good chance at least of seeing timeless later, as it just will fly back into the pool, and another random awakening will be sent out of into orbit. Why does it work like that? I don't know. I didn't code the game, but we'll see in just a moment as we load on in.
And getting our selections here. Take a look at what everyone picked up. It's like it will be at timeless all around. No one going for that timeless creator, and Snake will actually be running the eject button instead. Kai staple Awakening, so not going to go for the strike shot, and everyone else just on the Mag Souls. I mean, yeah, I mean, what can I say? This is kind of a pretty vanilla start to the game. We're just running fast. That's all we're doing.
Really, it's just a Mag Souls world we live in right now. Everyone has really just noticed that it's just the best. And honestly, I mean, it makes sense. We could just see the players every time you cross midfield, and you just have so much control. It's just like the name of the game is don't let the ball get past you. And everyone's kind of doing that job with these Magnetized Souls. One barrier is going to go down for each team, though. Kind of going on in there, trying to get some damage onto Xianzu. Like you said a little bit earlier, we do have double heal here with Atlas and now as well. Demons RAAAAHHH going to be the first to lose their barrier, though. Both of them. Now we have a push onto the bottom side, right onto the top side here. Snake to try to make it on through with a little bit of speed. Doesn't get more than just a little bit of relieved pressure here. Kai-Noob going to go grab an orb, pick up that pass as well, get that flip, and it's probably going to be a flip onto this barrier unless we own goal with our bell ringer there. So nice one, Joker, getting that goal. Going to be first point to Showtime.
Showtime needs first points consistently, but everyone's going to have a flip available for this round. And I mean, we're just seeing it just off the rip if Demons will lose one barrier there off a Joker's flip. Kind of looking for that KO. A nice evade from Xianzu, but they'll pick up a barrier here in return. 4 flips getting traded between Barcode and Kai-Noob able to open up Showtime's side of the field now. Dribble with the bell ringer, pushing this corner. Looking for the goal, looking for the pressure, but can't get too much without Gumi there to receive a pass. Just float right back around to Demon's side of the field now, where Joker Xianzu looking to take over. Slinging around the black hole, but Kai-Noob able to grab a hold of it. Give me a bit of a messed up pillar there, send it backwards just a bit, but Demons will be fine holding on to this barrier, and still 2 flips to work with. Kai-Noob with the core, pushing up the field here. Not going to find too much. Core flip from Snake, sends it around. Back to Kai-Noob. The pillar from Gumi almost sends it in, but Barcode was right there to block it, and now Gumi with the flip to clear it out of there. It doesn't get very far yet again. We go into overtime. Giga Blast coming out, going a bit wide, but Gumi with the core. A shot to the top, blocked by Barcode, and Xianzu blocking on the rebound. Back to Joker, back to Xianzu. A nice little back pass, and Joker able to bring down that second barrier. Now Xianzu with the flip available, burning it here by the goal net. Shot to the bottom, gets it past Gumi, and that's Showtime on set point.
Yeah, we could see Gumi trying to readjust their positioning there to defend against the flip, but just not there quick enough. His flip is kind of unreactable, especially depending on what server you are on. If you're on Central, it is even harder to react to flip in a lot of situations, though. We have one barrier going down from Demons RAAAAHH. Once again, Showtime feeling good about this point as well. Joker has a flip of their own to try to make this barrier happen. Okay, Barcode's going to end up losing their bottom one there, putting a little too much faith in where that ball was going to go here. The flip out from Joker here, going to try to push it onto the back there with that barrier beam. Successfully does. Now back onto Xianzu and Barcode here as they're going to defend it from Kai-Noob successfully once again. The banishes come out, but no damage to be seen here as we do have the now Atlas once again making it so that you keep them. In fact, Atlas perfectly countering the combo situation of Gumi and Kai-Noob, though. Unfortunately, we're going to lose a barrier there, but not going to counter itself if you're the one who's going to be slain there. Kai-Noob nice with that kill, and all they have to do is maneuver around here with this power play, and they'll be able to sink this one.
Still, though, Demons doing a good job just keeping the core in open space, not letting any corner pressure happen here.
Ooh,
now
almost.
The top Joker doesn't quite get an angle on that shot. Xianzu trying to bring it back down to the bottom side. Kai-Noob has a flip available that goes to the bottom, and Barcode doesn't quite get the angle in the expanse. It's going to float right in. Well, not float right in, bounce right in, rather. Showtime. It'll lose that point. Demons RAAAAHH get on the board here. I'm going to continue to make this a point-by-point basis. That's really all this series has been. Any point can be anyone's to claim. Wait, this is gone, but a double barrier off kickoff. Really unfortunate for Showtime. Kai-Noob almost getting the point there. Snake coming up as well. Not burning the flip, though. And Kai-Noob still holding on to pressure. Forces Xianzu's hand on the flip. And now the pressure's really on from Demons RAAAAHH. Gumi with the banish here. Kai-Noob a lot of damage, but still with the flip available. Joker wants this KO, though. Flip here from Kai-Noob, looking for the bull rush. Sinks it right in. The last play of the points. Kai-Noob will claim it. Tying it up now for Demons RAAAAHH.
Absolutely, yeah. Really rough double there for the side of Showtime here. Barcode not too happy about that one, though. But we'll keep on this next point here. Keep it alive. Keep it alive. Okay, one barrier is not too much of a problem here. First barrier is always aesthetic anyway. Gumi going to try to make it on down there. It was pretty fast, but actually didn't get there in time. You can see, again, once these characters have all of them have Among Titans here, though. So 15% base speed added on there as well. It's a fast game in general. Nice flip, but it's actually not going to be successful as they're going to finally get the last barrier here from Demons RAAAAHH. Okay, the projection is going to be enough to keep it alive here. Joker looking a little bit weak, but gets the lifeline nicely to get that flip. Gumi finally defending against one of these flips here. The pillar is going to keep the pressure on once again. Kainu looking a little bit weak here, though, but no kill to be found just yet. Just a lot of pressure onto Showtime. So they're going to have the anomaly again help them set up. Snake hanging out in the back line here, though, playing pretty safe. Has the eject button, but Gumi is going to be able to keep that one alive as well. Just playing second goalie about half the time here, though, as they should. Being the midfielder, it's certainly your job to do both sides here, though. Overtime is going to pass over once more. See if we get this point. Ah, they do. Showtime. First set again, and they're looking good to take this, man. First awakening. Probably over to Xianzhu here. Absolutely. This is looking good for Showtime, honestly.
Yeah, solid way to start off. It's whoever's won set one has been winning these games. So if that's any metric to go by, but a lot of options here. Nothing like huge, I guess, for now. Well, yeah, heavy impact is actually really good. Big Fish going over to Kainu here. It does allow extra special on Gumi, which is pretty massive with how he's using these banishes. Might of the Colossus is a really interesting pickup on Joker. Because currently no bonus size. And it doesn't give that much power per size anymore. It's not like as insane as it used to be. And Big Fish is already off the board. Among Titans is off the board. And that allows Twin Drive... Well, Barcode's on the team. Twin Drive goes to Barcode, which is really good. But, yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting pickup from Joker. We'll have to see if it comes into to effect here. But I think everyone else has pretty much gotten an awakening that they really, really like, as it tends to be. I don't think there have really been any bad drafts throughout this series.
Yeah, everyone looking pretty solid on this Awakening draft here. Yeah, I guess the Mighty Colossus is just to prepare for something like Demolitionist or built different here. We'll see that a little bit later, as Gumi is going to be the one to get that one in there. Nicely past Barcode and Xianzhu here. On to the next set, though, or next point, rather, as Demons RAAAAHH is going to try to bring this onto a set of their own. Starting onto the bottom side here, Snake. Okay, actually going to banish immediately, though, as you mentioned a second ago. The extra special on Gumi is going to be pretty interesting. I like their use, but, oh, man, get doubled right there. Tough situation for Snake. And everyone involved pretty much here, though, as the path splitter is going to come out, but doesn't end up splitting that path just yet, though. Xianzhu pushing onto the top side with a little bit of help here from the flip from Joker. Yeah, right in front, basically. I say basically, but absolutely unreactable, that flip. You're just going to have to guess playing ability there. Cover as much space as long as possible. But it's going to be a really good flip there from the Joker to take that point, keeping this one even.
Continuing, tie it up now. Xianzhu with a nice breakaway here, looking for this bottom side. The Snake right there, and Kainub going big mode, taking up so much space with this Big Fish. I mean, it's the size war really between Joker and Kainu, but Showtime have an open goal available. But Xianzhu is able to get it in. Joker with a nice strike war against Snake is able to confirm that one, and Showtime continue to look good, bringing it to set point yet again. But Demons RAAAAHH have the energy advantage rather, and they might be able to tie it up yet again as they've been so consistently doing. We'll have to get 2 points to close out the set.
Absolutely. Passwater comes out as well. Oh, wow. Really just grazes that barrier. Gives it a little haircut there, but doesn't touch it until now. Grabs that first barrier there. Barcode going to move up here with the Astral Projection, try to help it out, but the second they think about playing offensively, Kainub is there with the X Maximus to slay Barcode and make it this power play. Big gets double barrier here. Even keeps their flip. Triple flip for the side of Demons RAAAAHH. Be incredible if they do not win this point here, though, as of course the Bull Rush is going to somehow miss there. Not entirely sure here. We get a strike flip here from Gumi, but everyone in defensive position to survive that situation. Snake, last one here with the flip. Are they going to move up and try to make it happen here? Joker spins it onto the top side here, squished onto that corner. And yeah, the third flip comes out, but they do lose the barrier anyway here. I mean, Showtime survived all three flips here, both barriers. I mean, it's an even situation, and now Demons RAAAAHH has basically no energy left.
But Gumi's also pretty hurt here. We know Joker has been hovering for KOs this game and might look for some of that, but Kainoob has the X Maximus. A pass up to Gumi here. A pass back down to Kainoob. The bull rush doesn't quite connect. A bit of a missed time there, but Kainoob sends it to the triangle and almost went to the goal. Fairly good on the angle. Core flip here from Shanzu. Pass to Joker to the top side. Blocked by Gumi. Joker going to have another chance here. The banish coming out, though. Just put him out of it just for a little bit. A bull rush shot from Kainoob. Dribbles off the corner. Able to recover the rebound and sink it in. Demons RAAAAHH. A big play from the midfield brawler. And they'll tie it up yet again on set point.
That was really great timing there from Kainoob. Basically was the catalyst there to start off that chain reaction to make that pressure just lead into a goal quite nicely here. Again, the pad splitter comes up onto the top side, grabs one barrier there. It's so difficult to block the ball away from the pad splitter. As they squished onto the bottom side here, Snake might have been asleep there just for just a moment of putting a little too much faith in some of their teammates there, but Kainoob spends the X Maximus and the flip, grabs a kill onto Xianzu here. Now has a power play, though, to try to get two of these barriers here to bring this one back. Lots of cooldowns here from Barcode as we do see Twin Drive on them as well. Joker, good enough defense here to at least keep one of these barriers alive, but they're going to try to push in one more time here. Bull Rush comes out, the extra strike as well, possibly stacked strikes. Xianzu and Barcode there. Joker trying to get in with that dash and does not seem to make that one happen just yet. Xianzu now giving a little bit of speed to try to get on in there. Barcode might have to move up to make this happen. Kind of looking a little bit low here, though, but a nice breakaway down onto Gumi is going to get them free. They're looking at Kainoob here, maybe for a little bit of damage. The anomaly almost ends up sending them to their own death here, though. An Expanse is actually going to put him into a little bit of questionable position. You're forcing the flip from their own play, and it's going to result in their own barrier there. It's like, I feel like Barcode is choosing the, like, play really safe play, and, like, don't take any risks, spend the Expanse, but it's actually, it has backfired twice. Once the other set, where he was at the bottom side with Kainoob, and right there as well, so it's, like, really sad to say, yeah, I'm going to play really safe here to make sure that doesn't go in, and also be the result of your own goal. Tough spot there for Showtime.
When things are getting difficult, Kainoob picking up more size. The area of influence is going to slowly become a massive issue here. We do see the creations go. Timeless showing back up in the draft here, replacing something. Goes over to Xianzu on the now. A spark here for the Joker. Gumi picking up Monumentalist, which is always going to be really good. Snake going for the glass cannon for even more speed on this Kai, who's already moving ridiculously fast. And Barcode just left with another spark of power for himself. Not much there, but Showtime do have that option should this game go late, which it very well could. But, I mean, I'm just looking at Kainoob. This guy has been a problem last set. It's just become even more of a problem this set. And Snake, as we see right there, is just so fast he can afford to push up and with the eject button just kind of get back to anywhere in the goal box in time with how quickly he's able to run.
Yeah, the Kai pick here might actually just be perfect, especially with this eject button. Oh, really great pillar there from Gumi to keep that one alive. Nice strike shot. We're not missing strike shots right now. High stakes going on right here. The bell ringer is actually going to get a self-dribble here to Kainoob, who's going to be able to win most strike wars here with this pretty incredible size, as you mentioned here. Build difference showing up as well, and now they're kind of unstrike warable at this spot here, though. Gumi also has Monumentalist too, and so a lot of these situations where we get pushed into the corner are going to be nearly hopeless here. So we're going to spend the flip. Joker, oh my gosh, Gumi deciding to use that timing there, and does end up winning it, though, with that flip of their own, keeping this barrier alive as well with the anomaly too. Really great defense here from the side of Demons RAAAAHHH. They had a lot of pressure on them here. Xianzu gets banished, almost gets killed to have this flip, but don't feel enough pressure to spend it just yet. This is going to be a tough situation. He waits out the lifeline perfectly here. Again, another anomaly from Gumi playing second goalie about half the time, and it's working all of the time. They can't get it past Snake either with just that barrage, and now it's just a long point going on here, though. If they can get a kill on Gumi, this would be big.
See here, Banish coming out for Xianzu. They spend the Atlas ultimates, keep him alive. But so far, both teams just going back and forth. Joker, a nice shot. An absolute FDR for that barrier. And that'll be Demon side opened up now. Kind of trying to even it up. And in fact, he will with the X Maximus. Now Gumi with the core on the top side. Core from Barcode past to Joker into the dribble. The pillar, though, shuts it down. And now Barcode's got to start over. But that's the KO onto Kainoob. A power play for Showtime. Joker down to Xianzu. Back up to Joker. Snake eject buttoning back just in time to save that. Whoa. And Gumi almost finds a shot, but Barcode with the Expanse is able to save that one. But back to Joker, and he'll find the top corner. sending it home. Showtime striking first yet again, but another really long point. I mean, it is just taking its toll.
Yeah, incredible decision making there from Barcode to send the strike shot to hit that ball and just reinforce that with the expanse. GUMI was totally on board with beating that strike shot with the pillar, but again, with the reaction there from Barcode there with that nice expanse to keep themselves alive. That was a really tough situation, though, as one barrier goes down for both sides here. Gets that strike shot to keep a little bit of pressure there. Snake flying on in there, but realizing they have nothing to do just yet. Shanzu does have a flip to make this happen. Joker one strike away, yeah, gets it. Okay, spends the Giga Blast, which should remove a little bit of pressure from the team here, though. Spends the flip here. The monumentalist anomalies are truly just become the barrier here. Kainoob just so big to self-dribble here, though, but Snake a little bit out of position here. Joker takes perfect advantage of it here. Nice secondary there also from Xianzhu to make sure that they self-dribble the ball to themselves. Now precarious spot here for Barcode. Okay, they do get out of here. GUMI looks like they don't have a primary. Nice defense there from Xianzhu to eat that pillar, make sure that they stay alive as well. Stuns Snake with that crap, what's the secondary called? What's the secondary called? Breakthrough. It's Breakthrough.
Wait, oh no, you mean Dasher, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, it's Breakthrough, guys. Great stun from the Joker. Breakthrough, and got it there. Nice one. Next set. Or, sorry, next point. I'm winning.
Yeah, next point. Go next. All good. Okay. Kainoob, though, off to a quick start there. GUMI a flip past to Kainoob, but Barcode quick to respond there. However, Demons will get the barrier regardless. A lot of damage onto Xianzhu as well. It's 2 barriers to none. 20 seconds into the match for Demons, but Joker, the 2v1, just pushes right through and picks up a barrier of his own. They're looking for a second one here. Joker able to get another one. The pass splitter. Joker wants this point. He's pushing hard as the goal gates open. He sinks it in. Showtime claim another one now. 3-0 that set. And Xianzhu going to be the MVP again. I mean, this could be big for Showtime. Fight or Flight showing up on the board is absolutely massive. We see a couple other good speed awakenings here as well. It's going to be interesting to see what Xianzhu goes for.
Yeah, I would imagine that that Fight or Flight is certainly going to be prime pick here, though, as they don't have to force pick it as Snake being the goalie is second pick, which is kind of a minor catastrophe here for Demons RAAAAHHH, but ends up getting that hot shot, which is pretty good. I think it's pretty solid on Kai here, though, and Asher's super happy to get peak performance, extra health, extra speed, totally good. More duration here for the Unstable Anomalies onto GUMI, which is great. Kainoob, fine. Prime time is, like, pretty good. The way they're using the Bell Ringer right now, I'd say it's actually going to be quite good. Barcode gets the stacks on stacks, though, and we'll see if they can stack that one up, and maybe they'll be able to be a more offensive pressure in this game.
Yeah, I mean, we got, once again, Showtime just picked a whole bunch of speed awakenings, and I mean, I can only see that going well for them. GUMI opting more into the creations here. Those pillars are certainly going to be dangerous. I'd like to see Xianzhu able to cook now, that he can just run super fast. I mean, super fast cooldowns. We got the time creator. This is a scary now build. So far, Showtime, I think, proving it pretty well. They're struggling to get it past Xianzhu, wherever he ends up being. This just might be what they need to close this match out, as Joker looking to take over. Oh! It flip on the dash, sends it right to the top. Bang! Another one. And Joker, first point, not going into overtime in quite a bit there. Showtime just continue to stay on top.
That was actually just damn good play. I'll just gonna say that was simply a good decision to make there from Joker. I thought they kind of lost control of the ball there with the dribble, but they, Barcode handed it to them kind of in a pretty good position there and made perfect use of that flip. And those are the kind of crazy offensive flips that really do get you barriers, really do get you points. And honestly, you hate to see it happen if you're a goalie player, but still, nonetheless, you can recognize good play anyway, as we're going to have the Banish come out. Only hit the ball there, though. We do have Siege Machine to make the Banish actually have a little bit more range, so it's kind of surprising in a lot of situations, though. Man, you can see that Kainoob is just such a force to be reckoned with here. It really does take all the power of Xianzhu and Barcode to hold down the barrier when they have some of these cooldowns. Anomaly comes out once again to play a lot of extra defense here. GUMI has their flip. How are they going to use it here? Spends the Banish. Not too much value there, just banishing Xianzhu for a moment. They're not getting too much damage at all. Joker trying to push their way in, but can't seem to make it happen, though. Xianzhu wins a strike war against the Gargantuan Kainoob right here. it's just overtime once again. I mean, like you said before, overtime did not seem to happen last point, but it has basically every other one.
And one barrier yet again here. Joker with some momentum, but gets banished. We do have 2 flips available for Demons. They're trying to make this push. The big pillar, sending it so fast. Core flip from Kainu, gets the KO, gets the barrier, but pays for it with his life. Joker, no good for the flip. It's blocked by Gumi. It's blocked by Gumi. It just goes right in. What a read from the rune. And Demons RAAAAHH able to steal the point away. A wild sequence of events there. And they'll come out on top, tying it up.
That really was a wild sequence of events. It was like a great play on Joker to actually counteract that power play with one of their own. A great use of their flip there, but was a little too overzealous and struck the ball before Barcode could really get into a defensive position there, though. But no problem here working on this next point, even in this current set. Again, 1 barrier down for each player as well. Gumi going to take that secondary to try to make it happen with a little bit of a teleport action here, though. Shanzu and Joker, kind of a far-range path splitter there. I'd like to see Joker really try to set up for those, like, checkmate path splitter positions, which do end up showing up here, though, as Kainube's going to have flip, not spend it for the evade, and Joker is going to take perfect advantage of that once again with that breakthrough, and gets it on, certainly break through Kainube there. This power play isn't resulting in all that much, though, as Gumi's going to be able to hold this line and possibly get a kill of their own with, like, precision and speed. I mean, that was the pace. The pace from Gumi right there to just make all those decisions was kind of incredible.
Power play for Demons. Not able to get that final barrier, though, and Joker back online immediately in position and down to the bottom. A beautiful shot. Showtime now on game point, series point here in a huge match. A spot for the #1 seed. Once again, Showtime win this. They're #1 seed. If Demons win this, it comes down to the Bun Cosmic Calamities match to determine the #1 seed. But 1 point away, Showtime from taking that #1 spot.
Yep, very close to really bringing it home here, though. Snake probably can't be holding these flips here, especially when your back is this far against the wall. I mean, if you have like a 1 point, like, a safe hold there, or like fail safe, really, like, not too bad. But now you really can't make a single mistake here, though. No barriers have gone down. Everyone recognizes that this is truly right where it comes down to it. Spending a lot of defensive play here from Gumi, but they're going to find a kill on to Kainube once again, and this could be big. Joker needs a couple more cooldowns here, a couple strikes away from flip. The pass splitter that I'd like to see shows up, but they do end up defending against it here, though. The anomalies not big enough, actually not big enough, and it wasn't placed perfectly to keep that one. Shanzu get the flip, but defends it away. Kainube and Gumi keep that one alive. Barcode ends up losing the bottom barrier there, but has a flip of their own. They could possibly move up to make some sort of offensive play happen here. Shanzu not taking any risks, sending it in front of the barrier here. Flip absolutely coming out here from Barcode, not taking any more risks once again, as the astral projection is going to be good enough to keep it up, and the Joker finds it with a dribble breakthrough play, dashing on in there, gets it past Snake, and that's going to be it. Showtime, take it over Demons RAAAAHH. Incredible gameplay. Cinema. Cinema.
A movie for sure. Showtime, the #1 seed now over the former, well, I guess still technically national champions, the title holders right now, Demons RAAAAHH. And their fate now lying in the hands of Bun Bonanza to get a... Well, actually, no, never mind. The scenario changed a little bit, so I don't know actually where they'll wind up. We'll find out at the end of the day where they'll wind up, but they're in the playoffs no matter what. So Showtime, though, #1 seed, absolutely massive for them, and they look good while doing it. The Joker, I mean, 236 redirects is not normal for an Asher to see. Almost as many as Xianzu on the now. They played very well together, as they always do, and we'll see if they're able to bring this performance back come grand finals, should they make it there. I think a lot of people are rooting for this team to take the whole show, considering how they did last season and the whole storylines there. It'd absolutely be awesome to see.
Absolutely, man. That was, whew, that was something. That was really big. Honestly, the only thing I can really take away from that game is it only felt like Kainube's size ended up being not a detriment in general, but like they ended up getting knocked off the map a couple extra times there from just being so big. And I had some good recognition there from Joker to make sure to at least get some kills onto Kainu when they had one of their own there. The power play is getting evened out nicely. Yeah, it was just like, again, a slobber knocker as we expected to see here, though, as it didn't really is 1-3 in sets, so it wasn't kind of like the closest ever. But man, Showtime really ended up showing up here, and that was just kind of, I mean, that's what you wanted to see. I mean, that is, they needed that absolutely. Both teams being 6-2 there, and we're gonna move on to a 7-2 for Showtime, 6-3, of course, for Demons RAAAAHH. Now, yeah, like you said, the playoffs are still gonna happen there, but we're gonna have a little bit of a break here as we're going to set up for our next game, though. So, guys, make sure you stay tuned here, and we're gonna bring it back just as hard as before, coming up with the next game, which is gonna be Bozo Bunch against Return to Form. You're not gonna want to miss this one.